Okay, Agent Barrett, is that Mr. Knoll with you there?
I'm not going to get to you. I don't know at this point in your life that you.
I'm not able to hear you. Can you say that again?
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes. Okay. Is that Mr. Knoll with you?
He is. He's in the office. He had concerns about being able to get logged on at his house, so he came to the office to appear.
Okay, great. All right. So let's go on the record. And this is People versus Jeremy Knoll, case number 2344798. The record should reflect that Mr. Knoll is present at the probation office with his probation agent, Mr. Barrett. We have Mr. Horowitz present by Zoom video for purposes of arraignment on behalf of Mr. Knoll. And then we have Mr. Ziegler on behalf of the people. This is set for an arraignment today. I know there's been some history since the first of the year on this case. So Agent Barrett, I've got an email from you, but if you could just make a record of what's happened and what we need to do today, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I bring before the court an amended warrant. Initially, I don't want to say miscommunication between myself and the officers, but it's still an ongoing investigation regarding one of the original charges on the first warrant. So I amended that with the information that I do have available to me from the officers, which resulted in amending count 1. And that count was changed to the defendant violating state law by the selling of illegal drugs. And adding that charge, I also added the condition of probation 2.4, where he was in possession of illegal drugs. So we just need to, with the information that I obtained from the officers, now updated information, we just need to have the defendant arraigned on this amended warrant this morning.
Okay, and Mr. Knoll, have you had a chance to talk to Mr. Barrett about the changes to the alleged probation violations?
Excuse me, I have.
Okay, and do you understand what those new or different allegations are?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay. Have you had a chance to talk to Mr. Horowitz regarding the arraignment today? And did you want to have a chance to do that before we go forward?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a chance to speak with him since everything's been changed. But I spoke to Mr. Barrett, and I was under the impression that really nothing's going to change right now as we move forward. As I'm out on bond right now, and I guess the conditions just stay with that until another court date, I would guess.
Okay, so is it your wish to enter a not guilty plea today, as you did back on January 5th?
Correct.
Okay, so the court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. We'll set this matter for a hearing. And Mr. Horowitz, you were originally appointed on the case, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so the appointment should remain the same for the amended probation violation. The court will set this for a hearing, and the court will just have bond from the previous arraignment continued pending that hearing. Agent Barrett, is there anything else that we need to address today?
No, Your Honor, at this point, as far as a hearing date goes, I guess, Mr. Horowitz and I have spoken. There could possibly be some new criminal charges stemming from these alleged probation violations. So I think it's a matter of possibly wanting to, adjourn this out a little bit to see if those things, take care of themselves, or if there are new charges forthcoming. So.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Horowitz, could you speak to that?
I disagree with that representation. Apologize for the background noise. I'm at the district court right now. I'd agree with that representation, and if the court wants to set it out accordingly, I think that would be appropriate. A couple months, probably.
Okay, so the court will set the hearing about 60 days out, and then we'll see where we're at that point. Mr. Horowitz, anything else from your side that we need to address today?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Ziegler, anything that you needed to add?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, that's all for today then. Thank you. Everyone's free to disconnect at this time. Court's next hearing's at 10 o'clock. We'll be in recess until that point.